Good morning. I want to talk to you about UFO sightings. Um, Before this year I had one sighting. I was present. I didn't see anything myself. It was my earlier years. We were visiting our aunt and someone said there was some strange light out in the fields behind the flat we were at. So our nephew checked it out, and it was all very exciting. Never got the full details because I was a little kid and no one wants to talk to a little kid about these kind of things, you know. So to me it was pretty spectacular, but it's not a spectacular story, I know. But this year I've seen 4 sightings. In the rest of my life I've never seen anything. It's strange, you know. So I'm gonna tell you about my sightings. First one was 22 May this year, or May 22nd, as the Americans say. I'm Dutch, I'm sorry. We are funny like that. No, I was at work. It was during my cigarette break. I was at a parking lot, and we have right next to our work a bridge and a viaduct, and at some point I saw this unidentified flying object. At the other side of this viaduct, it came down pretty slowly and at some point disappeared behind the viaduct at the other side. Well, at the moment I know they were working there, so it wasn't identified by me, but I presume it was something mundane. This is how it looked. It was shaped like a shoebox. It was white. It had 3 pretty large black windows, I presume it was, on the side facing me. It was about 10 meters wide, roughly. I know, because I looked particularly for it, there was not a crane working at that moment. Beside it, no cables, no nothing. The first sight I saw it hovering above the roofs of the houses behind it. So it was totally clear, there was nothing below it, nothing behind it, as far as I could tell. But it was behind the viaduct, so I do not know if this was something mundane or an unidentified flying object for real. Things that go against it are simple. I didn't see no one panic at the other side of the viaduct. I didn't go check it when it disappeared behind it. I did do it later on, a couple of days later, because I was chicken shit. So I doubt it was some kind of extraterrestrial. I just don't know what it was. The second one was on the 19th of September, on my brother's birthday. Me, my father and my brother were sitting at his house. My brother and my father were busy with something on a screen. I can't remember what it was exactly, but that's beside the point. And I remember I was staring out the window watching the clouds. I love clouds. And all of a sudden I see this star appear right in front of me. I'm like, what? And I started looking at it. and all of a sudden another star appears right next to it. I'm like, what? Yo guys, look at that! So I called to my father and my brother, and they look at it and they're like, whoa! And these stars, light bulbs. It was still in mid-daylight. The sky was still blue, so you shouldn't be able to see these stars at that hour. So it wasn't stars. They weren't moving, but they were pulsating on a very low frequency. It went on and went out again, about that speed. And this went on for a couple of minutes, and then they disappeared and didn't reappear again. I'm pretty sure it wasn't a reflection of some satellite, but, well, who knows. The third was between 11th of October and 15th of October. Can't remember exactly the date. It was a couple of days after my daughter was born. And I'm sitting in the hospital and talking to the mother, and suddenly outside I see this, again, this light on a clear blue sky. And it slowly phases away. I tried to grab it on my camera, but it was too far out, you couldn't see anything of it, so that video failed. Sorry about that. But the last one, I don't have such a good feeling about that one. This was on the 12th of the 12th, nice date. So I was sitting on my couch, chilling out after eating my Doritos. It was dark already, and I'm looking outside the window, and all of a sudden I see this fireball streaking through the sky on a horizontal course. What? Because I've heard planes at night, and that wasn't it, you know. A plane has these lights that blink. This was just a fireball. And I don't know if it is because of my presumption, but it looked like some like the back of a rocket or something, right? You know, it could have been something in front of it, but I'm not sure, because you couldn't see anything, but it looked like it was how do I call it, a stream of fire, like a jet. It went from hold on, let me check. Oh, come on, where are you? There you are. Oh. Let's see. It went to the northeast, so it came from southwest. Right, straight over my house. So, I don't know. These are just sightings, you know. And I do not know if they're extraterrestrial or just some strange thing. The funny thing is, the second and the last, I never heard anybody else talk about it, so I don't know. Especially the one going down behind the viaduct. I don't know if it's extraterrestrial. I don't think it is, because, well, I'd assume people would freak out on the other side of the viaduct where they are working, and I cannot imagine people not seeing it. And across the viaduct there was a highway, so there must have been people seeing that. So it must have been something mundane, I reckon. Just based on that. On the other hand, people are kind of sheepish and like to look in their tunnel vision, not looking around. That's true also. The fireball, I think it could have been a rocket flying over. I don't know. Could have been anything. Could have been an alien. How the fuck should I know? So, well, yeah, that's it, I guess. I still haven't been abducted or anything, to my knowledge at least. I don't have nightmares, I don't have time missing or anything, so I don't think they're after me. I'm not that important anyway. I don't know. I'd love to join in on a travel through space. I mean, what the fuck, yeah. Just ask me. After I've stopped freaking out. I don't know. I would love to join in. Not on those experiments, you go and find some other stage for that. Now, I'd love to just travel around with you. That would be fucking awesome. I don't need to prove it to anyone, just to myself. I don't give a fuck about anyone. If you don't want to believe, well, that's up to you. I don't know if they're extraterrestrials. But the way things are going, it does look like it, so... yeah. I guess we'll find out pretty sometime. Talk to you later.